Another Tuesday in November is upon us. That's right, Thanksgiving is getting closer and closer. So this is going to be your next side dish. We are going to do a pumpkin, spaghetti squash, and pear hash. We're gonna mix it with toasted pumpkin seeds, where you can get any store. Publix has them, everybody has them. Pecans, garlic, diced onions, and wild mushrooms. You can pick any wild mushroom you want. I picked the porcini. You got shiitakes, you got creminis, portobellos, any one will work. You can also switch out any of these ingredients for, you can add bacon, you can add ham, you can add more turkey to it, whatever you so desire. We're gonna do 2 different levels of squash cooking today. First, we're gonna steam a spaghetti squash. As you can see, I cut 1 in half already. We turn it over and it's full of seeds. The first thing we have to do is spoon out the seeds. Simple, just run a spoon around that sack of seeds and carefully throw it in the garbage. What do you say we squash these We need to first oven steam our spaghetti squash. So I have a pan here with some water, and we're gonna put the squash inside down, right into the oven. This is gonna bake for about 12 minutes. No more, no less. Next, we're gonna take our pumpkin and we're going to take off the skin. As you can see, I didn't cut this thing in half because I don't really need to get to the seeds. I just really need the meat. So then we're gonna go and dice it. And then we're gonna dice them up, because we are making a hash. And then we're gonna take our pear. I got the Bartlett pears because you can cook with these. They hold they're firm, not a lot of moisture, so they hold their shape. I'm gonna keep the skin on because I like it. And we're gonna dice our pear, same. Don't mix them because we have to cook the pumpkin first. The pumpkin, because I have the use of a fry later, I'm gonna put this in my fry later at 300 degrees for about 4 or 5 minutes, 4 minutes. Our other options are you can boil them in the same pan that you have the spaghetti squash in the oven, just enough to soften it up. And then we're gonna take our mushroom and we're gonna cut it up chunky because we want everybody to know it's a mushroom. Our 12 minutes have arrived. We pull out our spaghetti squash. It's soft to the touch. And we're gonna pop it in the fridge to cool it down. Just enough so we can actually hold it. Yeah, it was hot, I know, I'm different. Our pumpkin has softened up. We got a nice little crust on it from the fry later. Again, a little al dente. Yeah, it's hot, that's hot too, but I'm different. Now we're gonna get a hot pan and we're gonna saute our vegetables and our pear and our seeds and our garlic and our onions and our nuts. Oil. Don't forget the mushroom's gonna soak up a lot of that oil, so I just put a little bit extra. And we're gonna start with that. All on one side with our onions and garlic. You'll see why it's all on one side in a minute. A little bit of salt, some pepper. Our squash is cool from our fridge. Simple. We're gonna take it with a fork and we're just gonna fork down. See, this is why they call it spaghetti squash. See how it looks like spaghetti. That's why you only cook it for 12 minutes. No more, no less. We're gonna add a little salt to it and we're gonna warm that up. Okay, our mushrooms and onions are cooked. Now I'm gonna add my nuts, a little bit of oil, so that we toast We want to toast the nuts and seeds. And at the same time, we're going to add our pear. I put the pear in raw. We only want to cook it a little bit just because we want to have that crunch in there. Now we give it all a nice little toss. Put some color on it because it is November. And then at this point, we're going to add our pumpkin. See that? We got a nice little festive little hash going right here. If that doesn't look like Thanksgiving, I don't know what does. The spaghetti squash is already cooked. You just want to warm it up. Now I want to wet it up because I want to stop the cooking of the nuts and the seeds. And nothing says Thanksgiving like bourbon with family. Woo! That's right, baby. When the flame goes out, the hash is done. Now we're gonna take our spaghetti squash, I said. And I have this nice little cake ring. We're gonna line the cake ring, make a nice little hole on the outside and the inside so that it'll hold all of our nice goodies. And then give it a little stir. Want to impress your friends and family, this will do it. Let it sit for like 2 seconds just so that it holds. Let's unleash the squash. Boom. Get a couple scallions, a little green, a love. Ooh, you know what else? Little Parmesan cheese. And there we have it. Your next Thanksgiving side. Squash them up, baby.